Welcome back to the channel, Warriors of Light, to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Let's see where we left off last time, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hey there guys, and welcome back. We're here with Medrod, after seeing that his friends were a little bit of scaredy cats. Other than that, if you guys missed the last episode, it'll be up in the card up top, but let's get going. Medrod is troubled by the dearth of new developments in the murder investigation. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a bane mite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with a bane mite at the very spot you claimed to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious, but listen. But mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why they couldn't be. Gaps, gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious, but that means since have been repeated signings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. Gulp. I do believe we're out of our depth. We've ought to leave the rest to you, the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Well, I burned to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown, lest you have forgotten. It was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Okay, you guys are just dipping out, I guess. All right, just got real scared about everything. All right, well, let's go check it out. It is a floating eye. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any. Sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end? None can say. The victims have been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of. This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Ethermare wants you to hold onto the button. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gardania and have it examined by Minimo. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. All right, let's go Gridania and talk to Minimo. Good evening to you, Lulu. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernita over by the Etherite Plaza. She has sharp pair of eyes, that one. Okay, let's go ask the commoners to see what's going on, or if they know anything about it. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of a decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old. Though I cannot claim to know its sigil, however, I can say that with certainty that the white lily is a reoccurring theme in Gardania culture. Also, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there's a soul in Gardania who does, I would be synagogued over at the. Oh, it would be synagogued over at the Lancers Guild. That woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis. All right, let's go talk to the lady at the Lancers Guild. Bernadita believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist. Never you fear, but whether aught comes of it, it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gerdanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me of late. There has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursande, and distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. Yeah, the sigil of the Darkoan's or D'Artancor's family. How is that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman, her face was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. Sigh. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition: you promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Okay. Your Sandel has a confession to make regarding the mysterious murders. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartancours. During this time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Medina, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, as possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came. These masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew even more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Haruku Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amadine had been, yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Haruku Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now and go do what must be done. Looks like we're going into dungeon soon. If not, like right now. But sadly, they'll probably, if that's the case, we'll probably have to wait till the next episode. Yep, Heroic Manor now accessible. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you go want notifications of my daily uploads, hit the red subscribe button down below. And if you guys have any games or comments of lore, about the lore or questions about the lore, leave them a comment down below. Hope you guys liked the video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.